The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Going to give this to Mixon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
55, come on, the ball.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
And there's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, Lloyd 33. Switch.
And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
By the Bengals.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. first carry for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Kick is good.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Covered by Denzel Ward.
Now it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Made by Mike Hilton. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and
Snap will come from the 31 on second and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
for Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
That's out to the left and complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
I'm here all day. Check three.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
They'll take over.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. And even 40 yards.
Hey, alert! Hurry! Here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. You must be true.
And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Mayfield with it once more. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Hurry! 55's my guy, 55. Point it right. It's just me and you. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas lining up.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now Burrow loses the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Bengals 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
7-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Marvin Hall returning it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
For Nick Chubb.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
A gain of
23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marvin Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28. Bengals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Browns take over 1st.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 22.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here. Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Logan Wilson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, his throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Looks like a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Defense all day, all day. Shift.
Again, it's Mixon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 25-yard line.
Mixon on the toss right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
And goal.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
His kick is...
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Tate's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And the Bengals first down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And now here is another interception. Picked by Riley Harrison. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the carry, it's Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their time. Bounce. 2 yards. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 8 coming up. They toss it left side to Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From midfield now, Burrow. Complete to Tate. Burrows, they get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He may try to run for this. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Tonight's final score, Browns.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.